Can hear you,
Yeah,
but we
I can
can't see
see
you.
you.
You can see
Oh,
me? Okay. It
yeah,
says
you
it's
can
still
hear me, but you
connecting
can't
to
see
me.
me.
Yes, I can't see you. We definitely want to see you though.
Uh, oh, let me try. Let me keep trying. I see my picture on the screen, but it's paused.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it says it's connecting on my side. But anyway, we can hear you. How are you? We seem to have lost him. Yep, this is one of the challenges of doing lives on the continent.
Hey,
Sometimes
Stephanie.
you hit it. Hello, you're back. Can you
Yeah,
see
can you?
us?
Yeah, sure, I can see you. Can you see me?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh,
I'm not sure why, but we'll keep talking to you until we
sure.
sort that out. How are you?
I'm all right. Thank you very much, Stephanie. You want me to try again so you can see me?
Well, okay. I mean, we can do, sure, why not? It would be great to see you and connect with you in that way. But if it doesn't work, we'll just stick with the audio. But try once more. So, yes, let's try to get Bobiwine back on. So while we're waiting, yes, someone said that in the comments that they hadn't seen a lot of news about the pandemic. We have been reporting some, but you know, it's just with cases in Italy, in Spain, in New York, being hundreds of deaths per day. We're not seeing those numbers in Africa. So the focus is on those places right now in the news, and we pray that it really doesn't get that bad here in Africa. But we're trying to bring you the news via mediums such as this, via our website, also via CNN International. So if you tune in, we are reporting about some of the issues in Africa. It's not as prevalent, so the focus is not intensely on Africa right now. So, and we pray that those cases don't, and numbers of deaths don't rise so exponentially. Well, we'll just go with audio if we can with this. Tech is not on our side today, but then that's the perils of live reporting. Hello, Bobby, can you hear us?
Hey, Stephanie, can you see me now?
I can't see you, but we'll just have to settle for hearing your voice and talking to you.
Sure, let's talk then. Unfortunately, it must be something to do with the network, but I can
Sure.
see and hear you.
Okay, fine. We'll go with the audio conversation. That's totally fine. So where are you? Where are you calling us from?
I'm home.
Where is home?
Yeah, I live in Magere in Chadondo East constituency, one of the suburbs, one of the outskirts of Kampala.
Okay, sure.
Sure.
So, I mean, what is the current situation in Uganda? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We seem to be having connection issues. Let's see. We seem to be having connection issues. Well, we'll try one last time with Bobiwine. If we don't get him back, then we'll definitely try and get him back again. And then we'll go to Temi. Temi is an amazing
Hey,
young woman. Oh, hey, you're back. Hello.
hey, Stephanie. I'm sorry I keep dropping off.
That's such a shame. And that's definitely
Yeah.
connection issues. So we'll have a
Yeah.
chat with you as long as we can and try to get a few questions in. So can you
Sure.
just give us a quick update about what is going on in Uganda with the
Well,
pandemic?
the COVID-19 pandemic has had its own toll in Uganda in different ways. Yes, we continue to thank the health workers because we have seen many people discharged, and we've seen the numbers are pretty low, so we applaud the people that have been doing the work. However, the effects of COVID.
Sorry? Well, we seem to have lost Bobiwine. We'll try and get him back. So now I'm going to try and add Temi. I think she's waiting. So yeah, we'll try and get Bobiwine back, but it doesn't look like the internet is going to play ball with us today. That's so unfortunate. But stand by. Let me try to add our next guest. Huh. Okay, I don't see her right now, but we'll try again. We'll try again and see where we get to. Otherwise, oh wow, amazing, amazing. We tried one last time and there you are. Can you hear us?
Sure. Yes, Stephanie, I can
Fantastic.
hear you.
And now we
Yeah,
can see
I was saying, now you can see me.
Yes, we can see you.
I'm glad, yeah.
Okay.
Like I was saying, people continue to suffer. We have a population that is poor in some parts of Uganda. The poverty rates are as much as 84%, for example, in Karamoja. So because many people work from hand to mouth, and the lockdown has been ongoing for a while, recently extended, people are stranded. Recently, some women went to the police with their children, demanding to be arrested, well knowing that once somebody is under police custody, they are fed. So that is an effect with our people. Of course, even the human rights issue continues to be terrible, as in Uganda, the authorities tend to have it as an opportunity, to crack down on dissent. But other than that, still the people of Uganda, just like many other people of Africa, have taken caution of this. They've taken importance of the fight against the COVID-19. They are washing their hands. They are practicing social distancing whenever they can.
Right. Wow. So just to get it straight, people are so hungry that they are asking the police to arrest them so they can get something to eat. Is that right?
Yeah, sure. People are so hungry that they're asking the police to arrest them so they can be fed in custody. And this comes after the president of Uganda outlawed anybody who wants to give assistance to their neighbor. In Uganda, if you are caught giving food to your neighbor, you are charged with attempted murder. That is according to the president of Uganda. And that has become a big challenge to many of us who want to share the little we have with our neighbors.
So you can't actually give food and do fundraising for your neighbors and your countrymen?
Yeah, sure. As we speak now, my fellow member of parliament, Honorable Francis Zake, who represents Mityana municipality, he's in detention. He was badly tortured, and his crime was offering food relief to his constituents. So that's a challenge on the side of leadership amidst this COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah. So you've spoken out in the past about the state of the healthcare in Uganda, and how poor this healthcare is in the country, particularly when faced with such crisis. What can you tell us? How many ventilators are there, for example, in Uganda? Do you know? And also, what the situation is with intensive care units, and how is Uganda able to cope if the numbers of cases rise significantly?
Well, we are all living under fear should the coronavirus cases rise significantly. Uganda, in particular, has an ailing healthcare system. And indeed, myself and many other leaders have been calling upon the government to invest in the healthcare system. Unfortunately, most of our elite class have been getting their healthcare attention from outside Uganda. That caused the continued rot in the healthcare system. It is almost satisfying to see that we are all stuck in Uganda and we are all going to face the same ailing healthcare system. And it's even almost amusing to see that the coronavirus affects the elderly much more, who are the majority in our ruling elite, and these are the people that have been ignoring the healthcare system. However, still it is our call to the government of Uganda and to the governments around Africa to prioritize healthcare, to prioritize health. Right now in Uganda, we just passed over 1 trillion Uganda shillings, but not even half of that has gone to the healthcare. We believe that it is time now to capitalize our energies and our efforts and all our focus on the healthcare system so we can be able to help the common people, but at the same time help the elite.
So, but you're a lawmaker, you're a politician in the country. What will you do differently, or what efforts are you making to improve that healthcare system?
Unfortunately, to improve the healthcare system and all other sectors in Uganda today will not only take legislation. It takes a fundamental change, as it is clear that the parliament in Uganda has been reduced to more or less a talk show. All the power is concentrated in the hands of the president. It is not the rule of law that functions in Uganda, but it is ruled by law. Otherwise, if it was the rule of law, you will not find a member of parliament in detention today for extending food relief to his constituents. We continue to sensitize the people of Uganda, calling upon them to take charge of their country so that all decisions that are being made in the benefit of the people. I sit in the same parliament that while the rest of the leaders are cutting their salaries to make sure all that money goes to the relief of their people, in our own parliament, members of parliament are awarded each of themselves 20 million shillings to go through this situation. So many times I disagree with the parliament that I sit in because it comes off as an impotent talk show.
So you're a bit of a lone voice in a sea of sycophants, is that what you mean?
I'm not alone, I must say. There are many legislators that are standing with us, and even the people of Uganda. It's just unfortunately, the ruling party has very many members of parliament, and it is clear that many of them were rigged into the parliament, which parliament is only a rubber stamp of what President Museveni wants.
Right. So we saw a video of President Museveni working out, doing press-ups in his office recently. And, you know, he was urging Ugandans to stay at home. What did you make of that video when you saw it?
Well, are you still seeing me?
Yes, yes. Well, I can't see
great,
you, but
great.
me.
Sure. It is nice. It's interesting to see the head of state encouraging Ugandans to work out. That is the same thing that we've been doing practically, but not in words. However, it's also important for the head of state to relate with the people that he is leading, because close to 80% of our people are living under the poverty line. They don't have the luxury of a spacious place to work out from. And as a young man, as a former boxer, I used to work out so much, and I know there's only one fuel that makes somebody work out, that is having food. It's important for the president to be reminded that the people have no food. The people are so hungry, so it is hard to work out.
Are you saying that there have been no relief efforts at all on the part of the Ugandan government in the wake of the lockdown, or is it just not getting to people quickly enough? What relief efforts have been made?
Well, Uganda has more than 150 districts, but the food relief was announced to be availed in only 2 districts, that is Kampala and Wakiso. But even then, very, very few people have been reached in these districts. It is in these very districts that women are carrying their children to the police stations and demanding to be arrested so they can be fed. This is happening in the districts where food aid is supposed to have reached everybody.
Wow.
So it has been our call upon the government to ensure that food relief reaches all corners of the country. And again, it has been our request that the president does not politicize this, that he allows all of us Ugandans to do the little that we can do. This is not a political issue. This is an issue of Ubuntu. We are Africans. There's absolutely no way I can have a second plate of food when my neighbor is starving. So all we ask of the president is not to charge us with attempted murder when we make an effort to help other Ugandans. It should be an encouragement. We should encourage all Ugandans to share with other people. It would be a shame for us not to have one death of corona, but having more than 10 deaths of people dying of hunger and torture in this corona pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just in Uganda. That's what we're hearing all across some parts of Africa. In Nigeria, we just did a report on CNN about people saying that they would rather die of coronavirus than being hungry. So it's certainly a continent-wide issue, and I would, in later series, we'll definitely speak to someone in Uganda, in the parliament, Uganda government, to find out why people would be charged with attempted murder for trying to give relief efforts and fundraise. But so we'll come back to that issue, definitely. Let's go to something lighter. You've released a song to raise awareness in the early days, to raise awareness about coronavirus. Can we ask you to sing a line from your song, which has been very successful and has had over 1 million views and it on YouTube? Can you sing a line from this song and tell us what inspired it?
Sure, here we go. The bad news is that everyone is a potential victim, but the good news is that everyone is a potential solution. With those the lyrics, I don't want to forget my own song. The coronavirus is sweeping over mankind. Everybody must be alert. It's a global pandemic we can never take for granted. In my native language means everybody must be concerned and everybody must take charge.
Right, fantastic. I love that. It's such a catchy song. So what actually inspired it? I mean, why did you want to make a song about this, about coronavirus?
I think everybody or everyone of God conscience has got to raise their voice. Everybody that has influence, everybody that has 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 people listening to them should raise their voices, should create as much awareness about this pandemic. Our biggest weapon is knowledge. Our biggest weapon is awareness. So as an artist and as a leader, it was, it's my responsibility to create awareness. But this song came out of a casual conversation with my brother Nobian Lee in studio, and we were wondering what we can do as artists, as edutainers. We call ourselves edutainers because we educate by edutaining. So it took us maybe 2 to 3 hours to come up with the idea and get that song done. It is the shortest song that I've done in life, but I'm glad that it was able to communicate far and wide.
Excellent. So, we've talked about what the government in Uganda is doing wrong and what is not going well. Is there anything, according to you, that they are doing right? I mean, is there anything that is working?
Yeah, sure. The lockdown is working, I must say, and the guidelines that were put there by the Ministry of Health are working. I applaud the Ministry of Health. I applaud the government. Our numbers, our cases in Uganda are low. We thank the Ministry of Health, and we have been able to discharge some people. So the lockdown is working. I only wish we could give alternatives. I only wish we could think further than the restrictions, and then we think of measures of seeing our people go through this comfortably. I think it's important to get the people of Uganda involved. Let them understand that this is not about oppressing them, but it's about saving them. Let us show them that we actually care about them. And in times like this is when the relationship between the leaders and the citizens is supposed to be solid. We're supposed to work together. So yeah, the government of Uganda has done some good, but we can certainly do better.
I think we may have lost. Hello, Bobby, can you hear me?
Oh, sure, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I lost you for a minute there. So let's talk now about the efforts that you're making to bring back these African citizens who are currently in China. Tell us about how you got involved and what has happened so far. And have you been able to bring any of them back? What's going on there?
Well, I doubt if you still see me though.
Yes, I can hear you. We can't really see you, but we can hear you, and we'll settle for that.
Certainly, for as long as the voice is there. Yeah, myself, like very many people in the world, watched with shock the videos that were coming out of China, particularly in the city of Guangzhou, where our African brothers and sisters are being mistreated, they're being harassed, many of them are being turned away from public facilities, shopping malls, hospitals, on account of their skin color. And we saw many of them stuck on the streets, having allegedly been evicted from their residences. It disturbs me just like I expect it to disturb any African, any human being. Together with many other friends, we got together and started a conversation with a brother, Neil Nelson from the Atlanta Black Stars, offered the opportunity which we built on to repatriate these brothers and sisters from China. And yes, we are having those efforts. We are glad to inform them that we have already arranged to airlift them. Everything has been paid for. All we are lacking is the opportunity to be accepted in any country, preferably an African country. So we are waiting for confirmation from a few that we have reached out on. We've also partnered with many other sons and daughters of Africa in this initiative. We have reached out to the African Union and all the African heads of state seeking for their attention on this matter. I want to thank in a very special way Brother Neil Nelson, Brother Professor P.L. Olumomba, Brother Julius Malema, Brother Musi Maimani from South Africa, Brother Buju Banton and Anthony B. from Jamaica, and Brother Mr. Vegas. I want to thank my sister Opendo, the Member of Parliament from Tanzania, and many other leaders and artists and influential people in Africa that are partnering with us to not only repatriate our brothers and sisters, but also to create awareness about the plight of our people in China. We think this should be the last time an African is disrespected on account of their skin color.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I'm going to end the conversation here because we're struggling to hear you properly. It's, the network is dipping in and out, but it's been fascinating. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a good sport. And, we'll see when this, when you manage to bring the citizens back, perhaps we could have another conversation with you then. But thank you again, Bobiwine, for joining us.
Thank you, Stephanie, for having me.
Take care. Okay, thank you guys. As you can see, we had some challenges with the network there, but we got some good quality conversation out of Bobiwine. And sorry I couldn't get to all of your questions, but we're having challenges. So let me see if Temi Giwa is still with us and has requested, or if I can add her to this chat, because she is a really remarkable young lady, and I would love you guys to find out more about the great work she's doing here in Nigeria.